If you were online at all yesterday, then you probably saw millions of users responding to the new Threads app. The platform is Meta's response to Twitter, which has seen some major changes under the leadership of Elon Musk. And the Threads launch seems to have been successful, with more than 30 million users signing up within hours of its launch. NBC News youth and internet culture reporter Callan Rosenblatt joins us now to tell us just what people are threading. So, Callan, good morning. How are folks reacting to the app this morning? I mean, can we say it's a hit among users, or is it too early to tell?
Good morning, Joe. People are really excited about Threads. They are loving it. It's been really easy to access because you already port your followers over and you're following over. So effectively, you know where your community is. People are likening this to the first day of school. It's really exciting to get to see all your friends sort of cash in on jokes and memes. People are saying this is another thing to add to their social media diet, which is already pretty heavy with Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. There's a lot to follow, but people are really, really excited about this particular platform. And as you said, millions of people signed up, especially because it's so easy to just import that pre-existing profile from Instagram into Threads. It's been a hit so far.
My favorite part of the first day of school was seeing people in person. So anyway, what were some of the biggest complaints that users had when they signed up?
There's a few things. So the app is still pretty new. What it's missing right now is direct messaging. So you can't just DM someone. You have to reply publicly if you want to talk to them. The other thing that it's missing right now is a search function. So if you saw a really funny thread and you wanted to go find it, rather than searching the terms, you have to remember who threaded it, and go find them. But so those are two functions that are missing. And another complaint that I'm hearing, something that my good friend Morgan Sung pointed out, is that, your persona on certain platforms is very different. And the way you act among your Instagram followers may be different than you act among your Twitter followers. So now when you're on Threads, it's not just your friends, but your aunts, your uncles, your high school teachers. And you kind of have to moderate your personality a little bit more for that particular audience. So those are the things that people are thinking about right now as the app progresses.
You talked about the social media diet and how much we're getting right now. I mean, is this something people were actually looking for right now for their social media?
I think people are looking for something to sort of be either Twitter replacement or Twitter adjacent. As you mentioned, Twitter has had a lot of chaotic changes since Elon Musk's takeover, and things have really changed on the platform. People have been looking for something to sort of supplement Twitter in their social media diet, and for a while that was Mastodon, then it was Blue Sky. But the love for those platforms has cooled a little bit as those things have not, been fully taking over for Twitter. They're not really perfect clones. This feels really close. But Joe, the one thing that we will know is time. Time will tell whether this is actually going to, be the quote unquote Twitter killer, as some people are calling it.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, what I was going to ask. Big picture here, Threads has become the most rapidly downloaded app in history since its launch. I mean, does it actually have the potential to end Twitter, or could it do a lot of damage to Twitter?
Absolutely. I mean, this has the potential for a lot of people to replace Twitter. Of course, there are people who will never leave Twitter. People, have built followings there. There are people who are so really happy there, of course. But this has the potential to replace that app in a lot of people's social media diet. It's going to continue to increase in its functionality. New features will be released. This is still in its very early phases. But, it's an exciting platform. It's one where people, rather than having to totally build a following from the ground up, are able to sort of import their friends and followings. And it's kind of been a little bit of an easier jump than starting from scratch. So I think this has a lot of potential, but I still always wait. I want to see what happens, how this plays out. And people are saying, I can't believe I'm excited for an app that comes from Meta, who has had a few issues in the past two. It's like between Twitter and between a Meta product, people are like not 100% sure where they want to go, but they're still really optimistic about where this platform could take them.
All right. Hopefully a less toxic option than Twitter is right now. Callan, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.